If you want to get rich online, the number one piece of advice I can give you is find 1,000 people who are absolutely obsessed. 1,000 true fans. Not 1,000 subscribers, not 1,000 likes, not 1,000 people who have DM'd you. I'm talking 1,000 people who will buy anything, who talk about you, who, if they see you in the street, they're going to stop you and they're going to ask you for a picture. Once you hit that moment, when you hit 1,000 people that are like that, who will drive 350 miles to come see you and have you sign an autograph, if you can get to that point. And that's how you got to think about your products. That's how you got to think about your brand, your business, your everything. Once you hit the 1,000 fan mark, everything else will start to click and fall into place. Because if you just do simple math on this and you have 1,000 people who are all willing to give you $100, right there, you're already at $100,000 a year. So a lot of you guys who try to do too much, try to overproduce. I'm in my old place. I'm turning this into an office, and I'm getting motivated to post some content right now. And I want to start doing this more and more and more, just like what's on my mind, what I've learned, what I'm doing. And the most important thing is I'm like kind of reflecting, because I've been in this spot for 10 years, and I'm reflecting on what's worked, what hasn't worked. And I kind of want to video document some of it and share it with some of the people who follow me and who watch my videos. And the number one thing, when I started out Twice the Speed, it was all about getting 1,000 fans. And I had a mentor. A lot of you guys who are watching this video have probably seen his videos at one point. Jeff Cavalier, Athlete Next. He's a friend, mentor, whatever you want to call him. He was just in my life at a young age. And he used to always tell me, feed the beast. Be consistent. Get people to fall in love with you. Get people to fall in love with your personality. And just do not stop. Just continue to do it over and over and over and over. Don't worry about production. Don't worry about quality. Just speak your mind and actually show by doing. I'm not just some guy that has never found 1,000 fans. In 2009, I started posting videos for a company called Twice the Speed, my company, and I was teaching athletes how to jump high, run fast, eat properly, get college scholarships, you name it. I was teaching it online. I was jumping on cars to get more traction. People were making fun of me, but all I knew in 2009, we're talking 13 years ago, I knew that if I could just get my personality out there and I could teach what I know, that I could help athletes all around the world. And I've since sold resistance bands in 120 countries and physical products in over 120 countries. I've sold information in over 100 countries, how to run fast, jump high, all those types of workouts. I've done a lot. I have over 250,000 customers from that brand. It all started with finding the die-hard fans. I posted weekly videos on YouTube. I found the people who just related to me. They didn't care what camera I had. They didn't care what, again, I'm filming with no mic. I'm just spitting off the dome right now. I didn't write anything, but I do know that if you're watching this video and you are within the 1,000 people who do fall in love with the Jackasser brand, who do fall in love with what I have to say, I can promise you that I will deliver content and I will give you actionable steps to earning money online or doing better at whatever your goal is, doing better related to business and anything online. I will be able to help you. I've driven probably 15 million leads in my life for various businesses that I do. I've spent up to $200,000-$300,000 in a day on ads. I've been featured on ESPN, all these little accolades that I have, and I've never really shared any of it. I've always kept it close to the chest. So I want to first explain where I'm starting on this channel, and that is the 1,000 fans. I'm looking for 1,000 people who are going to be those diehards. So if you are, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, whatever. I'll introduce myself. I'll actually be interacting, especially early on. I'll be interacting with everyone who does show some appreciation for the videos. And if not, don't worry. If this is not for you, don't worry about it. But I'm going to consistently start posting content on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And I'm just going to share through my experience, how I went from a kid who was jumping on SUVs at the age of whatever I was, 20 years old, and I turned that into, I've done over $50 million in online revenue and online sales. And I've always kept things very lean. I never tried to scale out with hundreds of employees or spending a ton on payroll. I've literally done it by myself, plus some vendors, some people that I've worked with, right-hand men, interns of mine who actually lived in that room over here. And I was able to take things from zero to over 50 million in sales with literally no employees. And I've done it with 18, 19, 20-year-olds who have just helped me throughout. I've actually had 3 of them live in here. And I want to take you guys through that journey so you can kind of see what it takes. And it doesn't happen overnight. I promise you. You're not going to find 1,000. I'm not going to find 1,000 diehard fans of Jack Cassio, of wherever you're watching this, I'm not going to find 1,000 people to be obsessed with the brand. It's probably going to take me a minimum of 1.5 to 2 years, I would guess. A true obsession. I'll have 1,000 subscribers. That I know I'll have. But true obsession, where you want to learn everything that I have to say. You want to follow me along in the journey of how I'm going to start from scratch with this and find my new 1,000 fans. Because I did that with Twice Speed. I've done that with other brands. I've been behind the scenes working with celebrity and professional athletes. I know the inner workings of how this works, and I want to share with you kind of that journey. So the number one thing I'm going to teach is this 1,000 fans, where you have to consistently post content. You have to engage with your audience. You have to actually show that you care. So like if you comment on this video, I'm going to respond because I'm building my 1,000 core people. If you hit me up in the DMs, I'm going to respond because I'm building my 1,000 core people. It starts there and then it works its way outward. So it doesn't sound very sexy or very appealing to have 1,000 fans, but it's very, very important when you're starting any brand, whether you're selling physical products or you're selling coaching or you're selling, or you're just ahead of marketing for a company. You need to flip the way that you're thinking and stop going so direct marketing, trying to spend one, make more than one, which I do a lot of. But when you're talking brand, which is a completely different animal, you need to find the 1,000 people that are going to fall in love. So if you're going to be one of those 1,000, just subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, whatever you want to do. I will be interacting with all of you, and as always, I definitely punch harder than you, and no one can beat me in the bar punching bag.